happy to assist you. If you have any questions afterwards, I'll be here to take those. Without further ado, Coach Winston, take it away.
Hello. I want to talk about the upcoming game, the Bayou Classic. This game is probably the largest game that's going to be played on Thanksgiving weekend. It's a game that has been played ever since the 70s. I think Carly Nixon started it actually in Shreveport, and then moved it to New Orleans, Tulane Stadium, and then they moved it to the Superdome. This is a game where you can throw everything out, all the records and everything, and it's a Super Bowl for both Southern University and Grambling State University. It's a game whereas most of the guys know that if you go to the Super Bowl, the best thing to do when you go to the Super Bowl is win it. And we're in it to win it.
Coach, by numbers, Drake Joseph is the best quarterback in the SWAC. The last two games Grambling played have been shootouts. Can you talk about how important it is for the defense to step up in this game? Grambling wants to win the Bayou Classic.
Well, defense is gonna step up. I don't think that's gonna be a problem for this game. Like I said, if you go to the Super Bowl, you don't go to the Super Bowl just to go to the Super Bowl and have fun. You go to the Super Bowl to win it. And this is our Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl. They'll have fun in the SWAC championship, but it won't be anything like this this game here in New Orleans. It won't be as glamorous. It won't be, it's just the SWAC championship is a good game, but it'll never be like the Bayou Classic.
Given the season y'all have had, how big would a win of this magnitude be to just cap off a season?
Well, it'll cap off the season where it gives us an opportunity to go into next season as winners, and that's the way you always want to end in your season on a winning note.
How have you guys handled this 2 weeks off?
Oh well, we've been working constantly. We've had our coaches on the road, recruiting. Players, they're focused. Our players are totally focused on the task at hand, and they'll be ready to play.
Were you worried about any rust from the extra week of rest?
Not really. We pretty much know how to form our practices where we're going to get the best out of our kids for that whole week, and we give them the weekends off. But during the week we work, and this coming week is work time again, and then Saturday we'll play the game.
Do you think that Southern going to the SWAC championship the week after the Bayou Classic, having to take that trip to Houston, do you think that will affect the attendance of the game?
Well, I have no clue about that. My total focus is on this game with us. I don't think about Southern. I think about Grambling State University and what we're going down there to do.
Who's a harder quarterback to prepare for, Ben Anderson or Dre Jones?
Probably Ben Anderson. Ben Anderson can do a lot of things. Dre is a good runner. He's not the type of runner that Ben is. And he might want to try to show that he is. But they're two different talents. Ben has a lot of talent, and Ben is a great quarterback.
Defensive line play has been kind of coming as the season has progressed. What have you seen from them that has kind of, I guess, enabled them to improve with every game?
Well, I've seen their work habits in practice. They're willing to learn. They're learning different techniques now. They're a lot more aggressive. I think that the thing is now they're a little more focused on what they've been, and what they need to do now is stay focused, because everything hinges on them, making sure that we play the run first. We need to have a better pass rush. I think we're working on that, and I think you'll see a different style of play in this game.
A lot of the focus so far has been on Southern's offense. What about attacking them defensively? How do we attack them? You know, they obviously have shown that you know, you can score on them and you can put some points up on the board. How do we attack them to come out ahead in this game, Sam?
Well, we're going to do some different things. You know, we just don't give away a lot of stuff. We're gonna prepare for them, basically like we prepare for anybody else. But our mindset will be just a little different, and how we prepare, and basically what we'll put on their minds about this game and Southern University, and the magnitude of this game. We'll make sure that they understand that, hey, you either go play or you stay home.
Coach, Southern has 56 penalties on the season. That's less than any team in the SWAC. How disciplined does the team need to be in order to play well against Southern in Bayou Classic?
Oh, our team will be disciplined. We won't do a lot of things out of character. We'll do pretty much what we've done the last few weeks. We won't get any stupid penalties. We're gonna be focused in this one.
Granted, you can't halt their trip to Houston, but are you guys relishing in an opportunity to maybe play spoiler a little bit, put a black eye on their season possibly?
Our whole mindset is to go down here and win this football game. After that, I don't care what happened to them. I could care less. We could care less. Our focus is on Southern, and their focus should be on us rather than the championship, you know, because we're coming to play.
Week like this, do you hear from more fans, or when you're at the grocery store, get stopped more in terms of what this game means, and, hey, Coach, you got to win this one?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you hear that all the time, but, you know, everybody in this state knows that, hey, that game is the game to be played in Louisiana on Thanksgiving Day, and everybody's going to see it around the country, and our kids know that, hey, they're definitely in the spotlight, and can't be any bigger stage than this one.
Do you want this job, and do you feel like you're auditioning for it, and this kind of make your case a lot stronger?
You know what? My whole thing is to make sure that we go down here focused and ready to play, and that's what my whole focus has been on. You know, I'm basically not auditioning for anything. You know, these kids are the ones that play, and only thing we're gonna do, we're gonna work them hard, try to put them in positions to make plays, and we're gonna go from there.
Coach, looking at the records, from somebody from the outside looking at the records, and with everything that's happened with Grambling this season, even though Southern's only won their SWAC games by an average of 6 points, what would you say to people who already count Grambling out before the game started?
Well, that's on them. We know what we're capable of, and we're going to go in there and, you know, show what we can do, and make sure that people understand that, hey, we're a different team. You know, our mindset is different. You know, we're going to be a focused team. We're going to make sure, and I keep putting focus on it because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to focus on, and we'll be a lot more disciplined in what we do and how we do it. And we're going to just, you know, our kids have been working tremendously hard, and nothing can come from hard work but success.
Where are you guys at in terms of confidence-wise, and kind of do y'all feel, I mean, obviously y'all have to feel better about yourselves. The last 5 weeks y'all played 3 one-possession games, so the days of the blowout seem to kind of gotten past you guys. Where are y'all at as a team, I guess, is what I should ask.
Well, we're always going to be a team. That's the main thing. The coaches, the players, you know, we're a team all the time. And we just let these young men know that, hey, you know, we're with you, you know, but you got to be with us. You got to work hard, and you got to continue to do the right things. And they're doing the right things, and, hey, we're just going to go and play.
Do you feel like y'all maybe be peaking at the perfect time?
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's how everybody said, and that's how it is. You know, it's not how you start the season off, it's always how you finish and how you go into the next season.
Coach, DJ has had, you know, probably the best 2 games of his playing career at Grambling against Southern in the Bayou Classic. this Bayou Classic is gonna be sitting more than likely. How is he feeling going into the Bayou Classic?
DJ feels good about it. I mean, he's going to help. DJ's going to play, and Jonathan's going to play. DJ played last week, didn't he? I think he played, and he threw for what? Threw a 2-point conversion. And, one thing about it, our quarterbacks know what they can do, and when they're in there, they're going to perform.
Does being in that spotlight earlier in the season, does that help y'all in a game like this? Because when you kind of compare the two, obviously with the national attention y'all had earlier, kind of makes this game seem a little easier.
Well, I think what it helps us is it helps us in a lot of ways. It helps us in recruiting. It helps us in our guys knowing that, hey, we're on one of the biggest stages it is now, and we'll be on national TV. Now is the time to show what we can do as a football team.
And with the game plan, is kind of that element of surprise with the both quarterbacks going into leaving Southern kind of guessing of what you're going to do, like you talked about several weeks ago with, kind of sharing those first team reps and not really giving away who you're going to play.
I don't remember saying that, but yeah, whatever you say, that's how it's going to be.
Coach, can you talk about wide receiver lead off for Southern? He's first in receptions in the SWAC for a game and second in reception yards. Talk about what y'all gonna do to stop him.
We're gonna do what we do, and we're not gonna let Southern dictate what we're gonna do to them defensively. We're gonna do basically what we do, and we want to try to dictate to them what we want them to do.
You've been around football a long time. What are some of your memories of the Bayou Classic?
Just a large crowd, 70,000+ people screaming, all the different celebrities on the sideline at halftime, winning the game in the last few minutes of it. That's probably the most rewarding and my most vivid memory of the Bayou Classic.
Can this week be distracting for many?
Not for us, like I said, and I keep using the word focus. We are totally focused on the task at hand and what we got to go down here and do.
Coach, what do you do in order to keep the guys focused? Because this is as you said, this is such a big game. It is like the Super Bowl, and there are a lot of things. What does it take to keep a team focused like that?
Well, you got to let them know it is a Super Bowl, and people don't realize what a Super Bowl is like. A Super Bowl is like, it's the epitome of football. You go there, you wanna make sure that, it's the top. To us, this is the top game in the country, and we want to make sure that these young men understand that, hey, you are playing in the top game in the country, and there's no other game bigger other than the Super Bowl, and that's in the professional ranks.
Coach, do we have any starters that injured going into the game?
If I did, I wouldn't say.
Are there any other questions? All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. We have refreshments in the back from Super One Foods. If you need to do any type of interviews with coaches or players, those need to be done after practice, either today or tomorrow. The coaches and players will not be available on Wednesday throughout.